hate my life. The people here were so kind to let me borrow this classroom to talk to you about Filthy Frank lore and Franky's new video. And by that I mean I just went into this classroom and no one has bothered me yet. So so far so good. Let me bring this here. Okay, there's a little insignia over there I don't really get. It's kind of weird. Like, well, what the fuck is this? Wait, holy shit, it's Vape Nation. The second I drop the glasses, I just immediately am shown this. Just splendid. Oh, marvelous. Well, nice to have that just on the side while I'm making this video. So I'm just gonna be going off the top of my head with this because I already know quite a bit because I am just a high-level intellect. First thing, Filthy Frank Facebook profile incident. I already talked about this in a video on my own channel. Essentially, Filthy Frank's Facebook profile had some updates with the logo and stuff, and everyone thought that he was coming back for an April Fool's video this year. What turned out to be the case was that Facebook was bugging. That's not a surprise, but this new bug caused people's profile pictures to update even though they never touched their account for years. There's not much to it. I dragged it on for like a 12-minute video just talking about 88 Rising and the connection between the two, and when there really was nothing. All right, the next one is Kill Yourself isn't on Spotify. I don't really know much about this. I don't know why I was given this one. I'm assuming that Kill Yourself wasn't on Spotify because the name of the song is Kill Yourself. I think that's not very Spotify corporate friendly and stuff, you know? The times are changing and everything's all regulated and everyone's happy now. Oh, yay, yay, yeah. Shut the fuck up. I don't know. All right, in number 3, deleted videos. So, Filthy Frank, Francis of the Filth, Franciscus, the man, the legend, I don't know why I'm dragging on. Over the years, he made many videos on his first channel, and lots of them have been lost. The reason for this could be YouTube takedowns, or maybe he just took them down himself. One example would be the first version of Chin Chin Returns. Instead of that one guy like screaming in the closet about Chin Chin, it was actually the shaman. Chin Chin go! And Frank took that down, supposedly because the shaman didn't like that video. So it's understandable, but I think there's archives for it, so nothing is lost on the internet. So I'm sure you could find those videos somewhere. Who is Fake Frank? So this is a very interesting one that I should know some experience to because I'm he was actually meant to take the place as Frank to give the illusion that he was still there and Chin Chin wasn't trying to take back the reins of control. Some theorists suggest that Mr. Magic Man was in fact Fake Frank all along. However, I don't think that's the case. Leaks, and also known as neggies, but that's not exactly the most politically correct term now, have the ability to mimic other people's characteristics depending on if they have a good enough sample and the energy to commence the metamorphosis if over a period of time. See, so that's what leads me to draw the direct connection that Fake Frank was in fact a leak. Because if you want to accurately impersonate someone, the best thing you could do is hire a leak, and they will spend a lot of time and energy mimicking that person's appearance, and then they can just step in and pretend to be them. And it works out most of the time. God, that guy was such a stuck-up. Okay, so vlogs. So George Miller used to have another channel called Joji Vlogs, and it started a meme where it's like, bring back Joji Vlogs, because he stopped doing Joji Vlogs, and no one knows why. Well, he probably just stopped because he got bored of it. I mean, I don't like doing vlogs. I don't see why other people would like doing vlogs. I think people that do vlogs are morons. I guess you could find the videos somewhere, maybe they've been archived, but if they haven't, like, why do you care? So what? Who wants to watch vlogs? Okay, now this is a good one, the book. So, in Francis of the Filth, we see that Filthy Frank has obtained a book called Francis of the Filth. You can get this book on Amazon, and it's a pretty interesting story. Not many people know what to think about it. Some people just say it's a different canon for the Filthy Frank show. But what I want to propose is that, in fact, the book is actually a prequel. Now, there's a number of reasons for this, but I think the main one that I could use to convince the viewers is that Chin Chin in the show is a chimpilla.
おちんちんが大好きなんだよ。
I am a peace lord and you are a mere chinpilla.
But Chin Chin in the book is said multiple times to be the greatest Peace Lord, the Dark Lord. Now, he's the Dark Lord in the show as well, but he's not nearly as powerful as the Peace Lords. Which leads me to believe that at the end of the book, which you should probably read, so I'm not going to spoil it, but something happens and Chin Chin loses his power, or at least most of it, which leads the rest of the Peace Lords to kick Chin Chin down to earth because he's just kind of an asshole, you know? Like, who would want Chin Chin to be ruling over you? And then that just sets up the entire show. Chin Chin is constantly running around trying to siphon off of Filthy Frank and co. because Chin Chin knows that Filthy Frank is a reliable source of chromic energy. Okay, and for the last one, the revelation / the 3 omniverses. So this is a very interesting thing to talk about in the lore. Multiple times in the Filthy Frank show, we have heard about the omniverse. You didn't really have to think about it that much. It was just a cool way of saying our place, right? Just this place that we're in, this cool place. However, at the end of the book, Phrases of the Filth, there is something called the Revelation, which is a very interesting and I'd say cryptic story that contains a lot of interesting knowledge about the omniverse and just Filthy Frank's place in reality. So the Revelation talks about how there are, in fact, not 1, not 2, but 3 known omniverses. So there are more, but we don't know about them. Now, I can talk to you about this all day, but I could bore your skulls out, so I'm just gonna get to the bottom of which one's which. The second one, the middle one, is what we're in. The Filthy Frank show, all the characters, all the wacky people that use chromosomes, we're in the second omniverse, okay? So basically, we can't look past these omniverses. We're just looking left and right, okay? We can't see anywhere else. The first one is a place called the White Room. In the book, they talk about how the first omniverse is a place where you can be God. Basically, the idea is your consciousness can control everything and nothing at the same time. It's an interesting idea, and I think it plays a lot into probability. And the third one, that's you guys, the viewers. You know when Filthy Frank would make his sacrifice videos? Yeah, he was broadcasting to the third omniverse. Chin Chin just really got off to the idea of people in different omniverses devoting their loyalty and sacrifices to him. So that's what Filthy Frank would do to appease him. So to recap, the first one is godlike. The second one is the one where chromosomes can be consciously used as power and stuff. And the third one is the viewer, you guys. Yeah, we kind of just know about you guys. Not really that big of a deal, but it's cool, it's cool. Oh, and also I should just simplify it so it's wrapped around your head. An omniverse is basically all the universes that came from a single Big Bang, okay? So they all share the same laws of physics. We're all still in the second omniverse, even though we're in separate universes or dimensions. What you notice between these three is that there is a direct correlation as you go this way or that. And that is, observation manipulates probability space. Now, what I mean by that is, in your omniverse, you currently have these working theories that when you observe something, it reacts differently than if it is unobserved. That is your awareness, or rendering the universe as you look around and see it at play. Now, I'm not going to become a Corksguard video, but as you go to the left, observation affects the fabric of reality in more drastic measures. For instance, in the middle omniverse, your observation can simply create shit spontaneously, just depending on if you have enough chromic energy or not. And in the third omniverse, your awareness literally can do anything and nothing at the same time. That's really just the epitome of quantum probability, isn't it? Well, that's all my points. I hope you enjoyed my addition to the Filthy Frank Iceberg video by Frankie. Oh, I forgot, I got rid of my fucking mouth. It's all over the monitor and everything. Vape Nation's cringe now.